580,000 Americans have died with COVID-19, nearly 800 of them here in Maine. Now the Federal Emergency Management Agency is beginning to reimburse funeral expenses to their families. News Center Maine's Jackie Mundry shows us how it works.
So far, 794 Mainers have died with COVID-19, leaving their families to not only deal with that loss, but pay for funerals.
I think fairly generous reimbursement.
FEMA's new program will help those families pay for the funerals, up to $9,000. According to usfunerals.com, the average cost of a funeral in Maine is between $7,000 and $10,000, which means this program would cover most of, if not all, of the funeral expenses.
It's a welcome ability to help with those funeral costs.
Like most things during the pandemic, funerals, if they happened at all, looked a little different. Doug Bibber from Bibber Memorial Chapel in Kennebunk says people had to get creative, like Conroy Tully Walker Funeral Home in South Portland, where at the start of the pandemic, funeral home staff tied balloons to chairs to represent people who should be there. For some, like Vicki Perry, who we spoke to a couple months ago, holding off until family can be together.
Very much hoping that by next summer, as everybody is, maybe things will have changed enough.
Now, as some precautions have been eased, families who may have held off on a funeral or memorial service are planning to finally say goodbye.
Families starting to plan outside ceremonies and also ceremonies inside where they're allowed to have maybe a few more people.
Regardless of the way families choose to celebrate the life of a loved one during the pandemic, the FEMA reimbursements are available to help. Jackie Mundry, News Center, Maine.
And we have a link to apply for the FEMA reimbursements on our website and mobile app.